Welcome to your astrology and spirituality overview for Wednesday, the 10th of February. Thank you so much for joining us today. So, Patrick, what's happening with the astrology today?
Well, thank you, Elise. So, yesterday we had the Moon conjunct Pluto, which is about as intense as it gets. And today we got the Moon conjunct Saturn, which is perhaps as cool and perhaps even a bit restrictive as it can get. But if we think about Saturn in Aquarius, which is the co-regent of this sign, it can be positive because it helps us to appreciate tradition and the things that are in place that actually are worthy of investing in. So the moon being in this location can help us to think seriously about our future. It may see a pinch point in a friendship. And one of the reasons for that is that Mars continues to square up with the retreating Mercury, which is in Aquarius, and Mars is in that more ball-like energies of Taurus. So there can be a sort of friction around passions and ideas, perhaps through the more worldly plane of Taurus and the more idealistic energies of Aquarius. So having the Moon conjunct Saturn could make someone who is normally quite warm and affable, could make them seem a bit detached, distant, aloof, very Aquarius energies, or perhaps it can lead to a very serious discussion about something to do with the home, the family, a property matter. And it can definitely help to concentrate our minds, but I think it is important to realise that we could all feel a bit cooler today in general. Alisa, what cards have you chosen?
Today we're using the Tarot de Marseille cards. So let's see what tarot card comes through to go with the astrology today. Oh, okay. Right, the card that comes up here is the Seven of Cups. So we definitely could feel a little bit like we don't know which option to take, which road to take today. There could be a little bit of confusion going on as well. It was really interesting when you were talking. I was thinking of this article I read yesterday about a guy in London who owns quite a big company, and he wanted to do an experiment with his staff, and so he decided that he'd work out how much they all needed to support their lifestyle in London, and that they would all get paid the same no matter what their role was in his company. Things like social events went really well because everybody could afford the same things and it worked out. But over time, people who were doing bigger roles started to get resentful. People that were doing smaller roles didn't quite feel they fit in quite as well. And by the end of the experiment, he sort of concluded that sometimes tradition is best. He was glad he did it.
But what he tried was very Aquarian.
Yeah, so it's about finding that sort of balance. And I think with the Seven of Cups, we could have things going on in our minds like we don't know what option's going to work best for us, or we feel a little bit overwhelmed with choices. But we've said when we pulled this card before that it's better to have those choices than to be in that Eight of Swords position where we don't feel we have any options. So just take it a bit slowly today, I think.
Yeah, and one of the wonderful things about having the moon in Aquarius is it adds to the stellium that's already there in the guise of Saturn, Jupiter, Venus, and of course the retreating Mercury along with the Sun. So a fantastic collection of energy in the sign of egalitarian ideals, of higher purpose, of group and community activities. If you are starting something this week that does sort of is based or helpful around cooperation, that's good timing. But as Alisa said, that Mars square Mercury, the Mars is the reminder that the more earthly side of life can't be ignored, and that's what caused the complication with that experiment.
So we're all kind of feeling that Aquarius energy in our own lives. Like someone commented yesterday and said that they didn't have much Aquarius in their chart, but they really resonated with the Aquarian message. And is that because there is that huge stellium happening?
We're all going to be collectively influenced by this energy, just like last year we were collectively influenced by the energy of Capricorn. So this is a new dawn that we're moving into. It's really going to become very obvious once Pluto moves into Aquarius, first in 23 and then more fully in 24. And then we will really see a lot of big changes coming through very, very quickly. At the moment, we are seeing some very disappointing things, of course, with what's happening in Myanmar, in Russia, in Hong Kong. There has been quite a lot of repression going on. So old power is trying to cling on fiercely and not engaging in that more collaborative energy and more democratic energy of Aquarius. So it's not, it's not a panacea, but I think for all of us, we're being just reminded that however much we like material things, it's our connectivity with others which really defines us. You can be in one heck of a big castle with 10 luxury cars outside. If you've got no friends and no connections, that's a pretty sort of empty status to have.
Yeah, no man is an island or woman.
Yes, indeed.
Indeed.
Wow.
Well, thank you so much for joining us here today. And if you would like to read your daily horoscope, you can find that in the description box beneath this video.
Thank you so much, Elisa, and please check out Elisa's three-card tarot. And if you've yet to subscribe to our channel, we'd be honoured if you did so now. Please click or tap on the bell notification symbol, and every time we release a new video, you'll get an alert. But for now, have a great Wednesday. From the A-Team, it is...
Goodbye from me.
And it's goodbye from her.
Goodbye.